Welcome back to Second Chance Iron. Today we're going to be working on the old KW. We're going to change all the coolant hoses. Try getting some power steering hoses maybe. Fuel lines, stuff like that. All the old ones. They're just, some of them are hydraulic lines. They're all rusted out and just, I don't know. I don't trust them, I guess. The coolant hoses, might as well get all them changed. Then I at least know that everything's changed at the same time. So, just start chiseling away at little things, little maintenance things, I guess. Old age, that's basically it. But we'll go ahead and we'll see if we can get these things done. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully it's not too long of a video, but we'll see. So, okay, here's why. I'm really looking at getting new hoses. This was the original clamp. You can see where the flare for the pipe is right there. That's where the clamp is, where it's supposed to be, but this thing, it's about in half, but they put another clamp in there to kind of hold it. Or they just put another hose on it. Boy, that looks just, huh. Alright. But anyway, we'll keep doing measurements. Okay. We're going to see. He's got some numbers on it. For size. Huh. It's gonna make me take it off and drain it, ain't it? Let's see if there's one on this side. Okay, that one says 3-inch. I don't know if you can see it with the sunlight or not. Oops, this says 3-inch. So 3-inch. You take measure for that one. Have to write all these down, I guess. Jeez, yeah, we got hoses everywhere. 2 little stubbies there. Looks like for oil. Another one back here. Looks like for coolant, maybe. Then we gotta figure out these hoses. I don't know if these are. Well, that's fuel line. Almost looks like I can get some hydraulic line made for it. I don't know if we got something that big or not. Huh. Yeah, and then like this one must be the return line right there. That's the feed line. One of these got replaced. I'll bet you it's this one. You see the old remnants of that one, so I'll bet you this one got replaced already. Wow. Looking in there, that's exactly why I want to replace them. Huh. Yeah, that's where they go for the fuel. Over the fuel tank anyway. See them routing around over there. Okay, well, let's see if I can get some more measurements and go from there. We'll see if we can write this stuff down. I know that's 3 inches. I just gotta measure the length on it. Okay. Okay, now, a little trick I saw old guy do one time. These are all different sizes, like on the external side, or OD, if that makes sense. So this OD might be the same as this OD up here, okay? Well, this one was 1.25 inches, I believe, and this one's inch. So to measure that, this hose was all the way up to here. So all I did is I just went ahead and cut that where it sits, you know, behind the clamp. And then I can measure the OD of the actual pipe right there. And then same thing down here. So scrape the mud and everything off, and then you can measure the OD of the pipe to get your ID for the hose. So I don't care what the OD of the hose is, as long as the ID is okay. So we got all those measured. Then I'm finding this wire. Looks like it's a thermostat or something, but it almost looks like I got 2 thermostats right there. The temperature gauge works, but I followed these wires down. Looks like these 2 went to there. Wow, those got hot big time. This is shorted out. That's what got them. But anyway, see these, follow them down, and one of them goes straight into here. That, this looks like the ground. Yeah, that's the ground. This one's the ground. This is the one that comes off the top of the head. The other one is right, there we go, is right here. So this goes to the cap. So this must be for the starting fluid, I'm guessing. I don't know why they would have to go on a temperature. I figured it'd just be a hot in the ground. It doesn't make sense why that would be, unless it won't let you do it when it gets warm. Hell, I don't know. You guys know what's going on with that? Why they did that? I mean, is that for a starting aid? And these are for your gauges up front for the coolant? Like one's a temp gauge and operating? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what this does. If this is, I've never had one of these, and we've never had them work on the farm, so. But if these, I guess we've always just, you could always push it on the old tractors and stuff, but I don't, maybe there's a temperature gauge that won't let this, you know, if you're running 200 degrees, it won't let you hit the button on accident. So I don't know, maybe I gotta fix it, maybe not. I don't know, you guys tell me. I know I got some other wiring issues, but if I don't need this, I'll just take this off, cap this, call it a day, because like I said, I'm not ice road trucking, so it doesn't matter to me. She's gonna be sitting in a nice warm shed anyway. But these nanowire's not even connected to nothing. There's not even anything over here to hook up. But too, this, I don't know if you guys saw it in the other video, this has got an 855. Where's it say? 855 cubic inch displacement. Let's see if we can get that. I don't think it'll scan it. 855. And again, the truck's got a, I think it says 350. Oh, Cummins 300. NTC 300. So I'm guessing it's had a new motor put in it. So maybe some modifications had to be, I know they had to be made anyway, but. Okay, well, go to town, get some belts, get some hoses for the old girl. Still gotta find one of these. I'm gonna have to go to Amazon or something and find some aftermarket or some car one. Hell, I don't know. I don't care as long as it holds fluid and it works. But okay, other than that, go get some hoses. Yeah, sorry about the wind. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud, but yeah, we got one here, goes up to the radiator. I guess that's the thermostat. I got one for the heater core, I think is where it goes. Yeah, heater core. And then this one goes down to over to the coolant filter. Then the coolant filter goes up top of the head, right there. And then the other heater core comes off of there and goes around up to there. And then what else we got? Looks like we got one right in there, that one. And they got one down there. These are gonna be the hard ones, this one and that one, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to take this off, which means I'm probably gonna have to get a gasket or something made for it, but that's right. Then we check the block heater on it. But yeah, get those. Might as well just see if I can get a intake hose for this, just due to age. Might as well. We got one up here. We got this one there, that one, and then this little one right here goes up and over to the front or top of the radiator. I think that's all on this side. Oh no, missed one. There's a little one right there. And the other side, we got, looks like two, one here maybe, one back down there. I think that's it. This looks like it might be oil or something. So I'll tear into those too, because I think I got enough pieces for that. Whatever it is, looks like oil, just as oily as it is. But then we'll go ahead and we'll take these fuel lines off. I gotta get some new ones made for those. You can tell they're pretty. Looks like this one somebody cut after replacing it, but never took it the rest of the way off. So, okay, well, let's get a bucket and get started on this old girl. Usually you just, wow, those are on there. Yeah, it's just tearing it. Probably gonna have to cut them. A lot of times that works though. Not on old stuff. Yeah, see, that one worked. But that don't mean it's coming off. Yep, I'll have to cut that one too. That's brass. I hate doing that too. Yeah, if you go too deep and get too gutsy with it, like this one's brass or copper, not brass, copper. It I don't know if you can see it or not. You gouge it. See, even that little bit with the screwdriver. So you gotta make sure. I mean, it's got other crap on it. It's not too bad because I mean, if you sit there and, you know, real hard, or even just stab at it in just one swipe, I've seen those leak. So at least keep in mind, like if you do it here, maybe then come over, I don't know, make different spots on it. Like this one's got a cut here, and then you tell where I want a different angle. But lucky, that's what happened. But yeah, sometimes you gotta really smooth those out with some emery cloth or something. Get those so they don't leak. Okay, now this one, I'm just going to take this off, see if take this out of there and get a barb fitting and just put a regular 3/8 hose all the way down to there, and then do the same thing down on that one. So I'm going to zoom in on it maybe. Yeah, take that little fitting out of the whatever intake, I guess. Yeah, intake. Take that little fitting, just put a barb on it. And then 3/8 hose should stay up here anyway. So then we'll do the same thing on this one. Okay, keep plugging away. Okay, I got that one out there. That's what that one looks like, just normal pipe thread. But I have to get one of those at the store, make a barb fitting. That one's like an 1/8 inch, I think, for that one. This looks like 1/4, I suppose, up in the tank. But anyway, while I was looking, get over here. I think this is why my pyrotechnic line does, or gauge doesn't work. Whatever it's called, pyrometer, I don't know, pyrotechnic, I don't know. Anyway, I saw that wire busted, so looks like a ground wire or something. It's just solid core wire, so huh, see if we can get that replaced too, or fixed. Sheesh, always something on this old girl. Okay, this is in the back of the head and the engine. I gotta replace this hose right there. Right there. That little tiny thing. So I guess I gotta take those 3 bolts out. Then I gotta take that clamp loose, and then there's a hose right there on top. So that tube comes off. But oh boy. Okay. Who talked me into this? Okay, we'll try this again. It's been a while since I got back on the recorder of it, because man, we had some nasty wind. Nasty. Like a week straight. I think they're talking more wind this week too, but anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. After I got everything replaced, the water neck goes on here, and I filled it up, and of course then it starts leaking right down in there. So then I had to take it out. Well, I got all of them out except for this one. This one broke flush, but I got it to where there's only half the threads, but this is all aluminum, so I don't want to drill and get into it any worse than I have to. So half the threads are there. I got half the bolt out basically that was flush here, so the rest are still good, but this one, so I had to get a shorter bolt for this one. But that's the water neck. I'll show you what it looks like now. But yeah, the gasket, here's what the water neck looks like. So I guess it sits up there at an angle like that. So made a new gasket. I'm gonna put some, yeah, the right stuff. Just a little thin coat of that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the right stuff all right? I like it. I love this stuff. But some people use silicone, and I don't know. Dad loves the red silicone. I kind of like that right stuff, but I don't know. Get this thing on and bolted up. I did get some stainless steel screws for it too, so I think they were stainless anyway, but yeah, they're Allen heads now. Old ones were like a 5/16 head for it, but these are 8x32, I believe, or 10x32 screws. So that's what they look like, but we went with the Allen. This was the only thing they had, so whatever will work, might as well. So all right, we'll get busy on that, and we'll show when we get all done. Like I said, stainless steel screws. Put the right stuff on it, and then just put it back on. That's what the old gasket looked like. So brittle and there we go. Yeah, just barely touching it. It's breaking. So anyway, that's what the old one does. But that one's done. I forgot to tell you too, I put a barb fitting on that and just put 3/8 hose. That is the thermostat in there, which I was thinking so because here's a bypass for it. So yeah, I guess while you were gone, I got all these replaced. Let's see, I had 1 inch, a 3-inch, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, but this one's for oil. I went ahead and got new supply lines for the fuel inlet, so up to there. And then this one's not too bad, but I did notice, let's see, no, not that one, it's the other one. Oh yeah, this one. I think that would be the return line, maybe. Yeah, that's the return line. So the return line goes all the way back, but you can see right back in there. If I can get the camera in there. Yeah, right in there is where they cut the supply, or cut the old one and put the new one in here. So I might just change this one anyway, get the whole new line coming in. Oh yeah, and then these water lines, this one and that one down there, it wasn't too bad. There's a bolt down there. Take this pipe off, which It's kind of a pain because you can't get straight in on it. But if you get that back hose and you slide it on to the other piece, not this one, but the other piece that's back there, and if I made it the same length, well, I slid it on as far as it would go onto that pipe. Well, whoever did it before, thank you, but they made it long enough to when you slide this one into it, the pipe was in just far enough, so then you can put this one on. Those are both 1-inchers. Let's see, what else do we do? And down there at that one, yeah, look, that's a 3-inch down there. That one's 2.5. That one's 3. And then, yeah, that one coming down right there's 2.25. This was 1-inch. Wrote all the numbers on it, so if I do got to replace it some other time, this way I'll know. So 5/8, 3/8. What else did? Oh, I got these. These are 1.5 inches. So I got those. I think all in all for hoses, I think I spent probably $75, something like that. I don't know, somewhere in there, give or take. Let's see, I got the pyrotechnic one done. I think that's about it. Lines basically, but I also want to show you guys something. Since you got a leak, you're gonna have a leak. Got a pan, no big deal. What I like to do is, this is just an old garbage pan lid, old Rubbermaid lid for a trash can, but I mean, who's gonna use the lid anyway? So what I did was, I just drilled about 6 holes in there, 7 holes, I don't know. Drilled a whole bunch of holes in there. So now, it goes from here to that wide. I use it a lot on coolant. So when I was draining the coolant, I did use it on that too. But yeah, that gives it that much more area and just puts it all into that small little area there. Love it. It's awesome. But another one I did, I want to show you guys too, is labeling these. So if I'm taking this hose off, you know, so you don't have to really take pictures of it or anything. I mean, I take pictures just so you know the routing of it. But once you take these off, you kind of wonder, well, is this or that, if they all got the same fittings. What I like to do is, this is, oh, just telephone line. I mean, you can get different bundles of it, but you can tell this has got a lot of, get the sun, there you go, a lot of different colors in it. There's like a sample. So you're gonna get, like this green one is green with a purple tracer. So you got green and purple all the way down it. Like this one's brown and purple. This one's yellow and looks like brown maybe. So all I ever do is I'll pull this out. So I got this wire all by itself now. Take a pair of side dikes, cut it in half. Get there. Oh, and of course it goes flying. Okay, instead of watching me do it, I just figured I'd do it and show you. You can see, so you got green. Even if you use the same green color, this one's gonna have a purple tracer, another one's gonna have a brown one, another one have a blue, red, or whatever. But around this kind of stuff where it's all oily and everything, like a, I don't know, car, I guess it doesn't matter which one I use. You can use the black ones because they actually have black colors in there, but if you use black down here, it's kind of hard to tell because you'll end up black anyway, probably. But you can see these pretty good. Yellow, yellow, green, green. I mean, if you just use different colors, like this one's purple and orange. Yeah, you put one on here and then one on the actual hose right there. And the same thing with that, like that purple one, put one there. And then one up on that fitting. So now when I take the hose off, these still stay. And then when you get all done, you just unwind them. You can throw them away or do whatever. But you're never, you keep using this whole bundle up, you're never going to run into the same thing. And the odds of you using the very last one of these and using the very first one of the next bundle you have and being the same exact color, it's pretty slim. But anyway, that's what I do. These are about 10 inches long, I suppose, something like that. But yeah, it's just, I guess, well, category 3 something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's another little trick I like to do, so this way you don't have to think about nothing or go back and find out which hose went where and draw diagrams and all that other stuff. Just kind of put these on, leave it there. Like I said, you can leave them on there too. It's up to you if you want. I've seen cars come in with those still on it, or trucks come in. Otherwise, yeah, you can tear them off, so that way, I mean, you're gonna have new hoses on it anyway, so I just take them off. Looks better, I guess. You don't have those little things sitting around. But all right, I'll get to taking those off and go from there. Okay, between the wind and the rattling tin on the barn, the roosters, we'll see what we can do. Okay, so I went ahead and got all these replaced. The power steering. This one I didn't get done yet. Place was closed when I got there, so I just buttoned her up and trying to get everything else kind of done. But I'm down to this hose. I think there's 2 big lines, and that I had to go to a different place for this one, and the 2, another one down there for the oil. I figure I'll do that one next oil change I got, because I don't want to dump all that oil. But went ahead and I figured this stuff out. Here we go. This one right here is for the governor, so it's not oil, it's governor, and it goes down to a little supply tank and then goes down to the big tank. So I got that hose replaced. This one here is the fuel return, so that one goes back to the fuel tank. Got that one replaced. Oh, and this one was the one with the splice in the back of it. And I talked to a couple guys, and they said, yeah, there's a lot of heat that comes off of this one, because the compressor is a motor. You got 2 motors here. You got this compressor here, and then you got this motor here. So this is gonna have a lot of heat. So what they did, a couple guys said, yeah, run copper all the way back, you know, about to here someplace, and then go to a rubber hose or something like that. But I didn't. I just went and got some of this protective shield to kind of keep things from rubbing. So I got a zip tie 'em and everything, but figure I'd try that and see if it works, because this is a hydraulic hose before, so I figure if it lasted that long, I mean, no big deal. This should last probably my lifetime, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, for as much as we use it. So I put all 3 hoses. Got the governor hose, the return line hose, and then came down and you can see it. Put another hole here so I can run the supply line for the fuel into it. So still gotta get some brackets, some of those clamps like these, but these aren't big enough, because the way they routed them before, they had them all separated. They had one going in, you know, back over here and everything. So I'm trying to get everything organized and get everything back together, but gotta find some clamps big enough for these. There was one here, there's one there, and then you can see that other one back right there. So I need bigger hoses for that. But then, yeah, as soon as it goes down there, I put the air supply line, I made a hole for it, and it went out and over to the tank. And these 2 just continue to go down and up and around for the fuel tank. But so I got all those replaced. Give her the old touch-up paint on everything. Why not? Looks better, I think. I don't know. Put some on the inner fender wells too, but let's see what else. Oh, the other 2 oil lines. This one here coming off the fuel filter. There you go, coming off that fuel filter. I had to get a new fitting for it. Somewhere in there. There you go, right there. Because it's a 6, and the 6 is different sizes for the age of it. So, but then this hose goes right down there to the bottom of the oil pan. So these 2 hoses go all the way around. I put that protective shield on it too. I got to get some clamps because they clamped up to here. So got to get two more of those, I think, for those. There's the new hoses coming up around here. Finally got a clamp there. I got to tighten that one down. This is the governor line that comes off the compressor. Actually, there's another little tank just inside there, goes through that, then comes out into this tank here, then supplies it. So, but the oil line from there in the bottom of the tank, or the oil pan, they go all the way around down on the other side, come up and over the transmission, and then come over into here. So I got those all buttoned up. It's a lot nicer. Had to get a fitting for this one too, but a little bit. This thing, it made a mess. I'm not gonna lie. I found out there's a filter in there. Finally found it. That's a big girl. I mean, there's my boot. So that's a big girl. But got it replaced. When I took it out, it made a mess. So anyway, so there's those hoses. The new filter there. Oh, there was a filter inside here. I went and got it replaced. I think I got this filter I think I got from Napa. They were actually a lot better than Kenworth on trying to find stuff. I'm not dogging Kenworth or anything, and Napa's not paying me for nothing, but Napa, the lady at Napa, boy, she went to every single book and found it. And yeah, I mean, I had the dimensions written down, but boy, she looked it up and she asked what the dimensions were. I told her and she said, yep, found it. It's this, here you go. So went and picked it up. But that big one I got from O'Reilly's, I think. I had a part number for those guys, so those guys ordered that in. But other than that, I think this buttons this project up. For now, there's always gonna be something that comes up, but finally found some black paint for all this stuff. So I can't get this fan to turn, so I'll have to start it up and turn it over. But I got 4 of the blades going. Got 4 more to go. But other than that buttons this up. Like I said, you guys don't need to see me put these on, but that'll finish this project up. Then we'll move on to welding some holes in the bed. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. If you guys got any more tips for me or any other suggestions, let me know. Appreciate it. Just say like and subscribe it. If you like it, at least give me a thumbs up so I know, or drop a comment so I know if you guys are enjoying them or not, if they're too long, too short, if you want to see something else done on this old girl. But get some welding on the box next, and hopefully we'll get out. Got a project coming up for it, so, or at least a load for it. But other than that, appreciate it. Thanks.